Look at this headline in the Washington Post, the pro-Democrat Washington Post. Quote, President Biden should not run again in 2024. Liz, peek with me. David Ignatius wrote that headline. He's just saying publicly what a lot of Democrats are saying privately. I think his column gives new impetus to getting the president into retirement.
Yeah, if Biden is listening. I mean, so far he has exhibited absolutely no concern about his ability to run. We'll see,
his people
Stuart.
will be all over this.
You know,
it's the Washington
said to
Post.
Me, how do you walk into the Oval Office and say, Mr. President, it's time for you to step down? I think that's a pretty tough conversation to have. My guess is the only person who can have it is Jill Biden. But look, Democrats are in terrible shape here, not just because of Joe Biden's terrible approval ratings and concerns about his age, but because of Kamala Harris. Nikki Haley has done the nation a great service by shining the spotlight on Kamala Harris and saying a vote for Joe Biden is a vote for Kamala Harris. And now what's happening? They have Kamala Harris out doing fundraising, Kamala Harris at ground zero. They're really trying to pump her up, but the problem is the more you see of Kamala Harris, the less you like. So that's not going to work. But look, would Democrats like to have Joe Biden step aside? Yes. And by the way, in that column, one thing he said that I think is totally true, which I've been talking about for a couple of months, it has to happen soon.
Yes.
They have to have a primary, right? Because otherwise you're stuck with Kamala Harris.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
I read your column. You're saying that Biden's push for EVs, electric vehicles, could destroy our auto industry. Well, you know, the Ford Motor Company chairman was on Fox, I think it was last night, saying EVs are not for everyone. You're saying they'll destroy the auto industry? Well, that's a bit strong, Liz.
Joe Biden wants to get rid of internal combustion engines. Why is that a terrible thing? I mean, look, a lot of people agree with this. They think we have to transfer over to EVs. One group that isn't very keen on this is the UAW, because it takes 40% less labor to create an EV than it does an internal combustion engine. So that's why we have a strike deadline tomorrow night. UAW is making outrageous demands, 46% pay hike over 4 years, 4-day work week, all kinds of things that the auto companies cannot agree to because, Stuart, and this is really the nut of it, which I think people haven't looked at hard enough, if they raise their cost structure enough, by the way, it's bad for inflation, bad for all that, but if they get more expensive in terms of their cost structure, you're going to have a flood of Chinese EVs coming into our market. Americans don't realize the biggest automaker, the EV maker in the world, is in China. Right now, they're poised to take 20% of the European market in the next 2 years. They're going to come here, and they're selling EVs for like $20,000. Our average price in this country is $55,000. My prediction is either Joe Biden has to come out and say, you know, in favor of the automakers and help them get through this negotiation without a big win for the UAW, very tough for him, or we're going to have basically taxpayers propping up the auto industry forever.
Again.
Again, right. Yeah.
Liz, great to see you again. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks for having me.
We will see you soon.